I've got the answer right here, ladies and gentlemen, to everything that ails you. Now step right up.
One who acts like a duck about his salves and remedies. The cruel practice of making money on people's worries, feared throughout the years as quackery.
I said cured of backache, nervousness,
All right, folks. Well, I've been drinking god darn seltzer beers all day waiting on this episode to air. So welcome back to another episode of Quackery. This is Dr. Will the Pill. I'm going to try to keep my shit together. And with me, as always, over the internets is John Boy again here. Today, we are bringing you an episode. I put out a little teaser over on Monday to see if you guys could guess what the episode is today on Wednesday. I put Scrooge McDuck, and I put, it's going to be a golden episode. So I already had one person text me. They were correct. Phil, nice job. He said, is it duck urine? Not duck urine, but just urine. So nicely done. He thought Scrooge McDuck was going to be peeing on people.
How would you even get that? How would you even like extract duck urine?
Dude, people, man, nothing would surprise me. They would just wait around. I don't think they're birds though. They don't pee, right? Remember,
What?
They poo and pee out of the same hole. Just like
Birds don't pee.
all birds,
I didn't know
right?
that. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like a bird poop. It's like running like that because it's both pee and
Oh,
poop.
really? I didn't know
Dude,
that.
you know birds are weird. You know, like chickens got the one hole for sex and one hole for peeing and pooping.
I didn't know that. I thought birds had penises just like every other person on this earth.
Come on, we went over this. Remember, they got the colloquia. They touch holes.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Oh man, we're already getting back on chicken penises right off the bat. All right, so I put urine, the golden cure, pissing away your health. This is actually a real old photo. I'll put it up on quackerypodcast.com. A couple of old gents here back in the olden days holding a vial of pee-pee.
That's
and they've got
crazy.
like the halos around their heads, so they must be enlightened.
It looks like it
clearly.
would be in a big sanctuary, like a church, like
Yeah.
the stained glass.
Oh. So we're going to give a shout out to Megan, who recommended this topic. Thank you, Megan. And you can be like Megan. You don't have to recommend pee-pee. You can do any topic, you know. But thank you, Megan, for recommending this topic. Hopefully we're going to do you proud and not piss you off. All right. John, what are you like your you got any urine, any jokes, like any good pee-pee jokes? Any good like terms for pee or nothing off the top of your head?
I don't,
huh?
man. I'm trying to think of this old rhyme that we used to say in like kindergarten. Something about G.I. Joes in the canteen, peeing in your canteen. Something will
Oh,
turn
yeah.
you green. G.I. Joes, I don't know, something.
Yeah. What's the old Christmas song where it's like joy to the world,
The Lord has
the
come.
teacher's dead,
Oh,
the barbecued her head, what happened to her
What?
body, we flushed it down the potty, and
what are y'all singing over there?
Batman
in
peed on the
Pickens?
wall. You guys never say that?
No.
Joker stole the Batmobile and Batman peed on the wall. You don't remember that?
No, I remember I don't know the first part, but it's G.I. Joes are turning green. Someone peed in their canteen. I do know that.
I like that. All right, so as urine is medicine, a couple things I saw were taking a golden shower, drinking from your own spigot, and sipping a cup of warm herbal pee.
What?
All right.
Spigot.
This episode is basically, the equivalent of fart jokes the whole time, just pee jokes. What is urine? So it's mostly water, like somewhere between 90 to 95-ish%. And then the next biggest thing in it is urea, which is about 25 grams per deciliter. And uric acid is about 1 gram. There's creatine in there and all different electrolytes, mostly salt. There's phosphate and other organic acids, sometimes trace proteins and antibodies and hormones and all sorts of stuff like that. And obviously, if you're taking vitamins, you could have water-soluble vitamins in your urine as well. If your body doesn't need them, then you'll pee them out. That's why it's safe to take extra vitamin C and vitamin B. Because if you ever noticed, like, you take like a B vitamin, or you take like a energy drink with a shitload of vitamin B vitamins in there, your urine is like straight up like neon.
Yeah, every morning I take all kinds of vitamins that the VA sends, and like it's not the first pee, but like the second pee, it's like I'm really dehydrated.
Radioactive.
Yeah. And then the coffee too.
Yeah. Well, you're not dehydrated. It's just the vitamins that so you're getting the proper amount of those vitamins, and your body doesn't need the rest. So you just piss them away, literally. All right. So what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of using urine to treat something or anything with medicine or?
Well, yeah. So I think of Bear Grylls, like right off the bat. You know,
drinking
Bear Grylls.
His pee? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one episode where he was drinking it. And he's like,
hell yeah.
It's so warm.
Well, one episode. Doesn't he drink it all the time? I think he's got like a fetish for it. I bet he goes home and his wife is pissing on him. So other than Bear Grylls, you can't think of anything else. What about jellyfish?
Nicole got stung by jellyfish about, like 3 months ago or something.
Oh shit, did you pee on it?
No, I didn't have to pee at the time. But I've been peeing on her ever since, so should be good to go.
Good for you, man. Hey, that's how they keep the spark alive.
Yeah.
I love it. Jellyfish, so I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Apparently one of the first shows to really make the whole jellyfish pee thing famous was Friends. The episode where, I don't think I've seen that one, but that's what they said. Anyway, we'll go ahead and set the record straight here. It is not recommended to piss on a jellyfish sting. So the reason why they think that it would work is because there's a little bit of ammonia in your urine, and that ammonia would counteract the sting. So you would think, hey, urine has ammonia, it's going to work. Well, a couple of reasons. It's barely any in there, and the rest of, as you pee on it, it's going to keep washing it off. So it's not going to make a difference. And there's also a lot of other, electrolytes in there, like, sodium chloride, and which is salt, and that's going to make it really sting and burn. And they said also the force from the stream of the urine can move the stingers around and actually aggravate it more and cause, potential to get infected. So don't pee on the jellyfish stings. It doesn't really help.
So I need to stop peeing on random strangers at the beach.
No, you can do it. I mean, it's probably your only chance to do it without, like, maybe not getting arrested. So give it a shot, man, I think. All right, so whatever you call it, peeing on people. So the practice of drinking urine goes back a long time. People have been doing it a long time. Ancient Rome, Greece, Egypt. They treated everything, basically. I read one thing that said you can basically find that they treated in ancient times everything from acne to cancer with urine, drinking urine. One interesting thing, though, was they learned a lot about diabetes because the doctors used to test for it by drinking the urine, because you can actually taste it in the urine.
What? What can you taste?
And,
what?
It tastes sweet.
Like glucose.
Right.
That's crazy.
So here's a fun little tidbit for you guys. If you guys are from the medical world, you might find this very interesting if you didn't already know it. In 1674, physician Thomas Willis was the first in modern medical literature to observe the relationship between the sweet taste of urine and diabetes. Officially, they used to do it back in ancient times. So what he said was, it was wonderfully sweet, as if it were imbued with honey or sugar. Crazy. And his taste test led him to add the term mellitus to the form of diabetes, which is the Latin word for honey. So I don't know if you've heard of diabetes mellitus.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's what it comes from, right?
That's crazy.
And here, it's really crazy because they were drinking urine to cure. They were doing it to test for all sorts of diseases, right? It was kind of like this whole hocus pocus kind of thing, like, oh, I can taste your urine and I can tell you what you got, what's wrong with you, right? But actually, one thing is pretty legit, which was the urine. And actually, I found, I'll put this up on quackerypodcast.com, there is a urine taste wheel. And it, you see this, John?
Whoa, what?
Those are all different urines. There's all different colors. There's one that's green.
Hold on, I gotta make it a little bigger so I can see what I'm looking at.
It's hard to, I try to get it as big as possible, but it's hard to read that stuff anyway.
That's crazy.
It's not in English anyway, but yeah, there's all these little vials and they have all these labels of like to what it would taste like. And that's a urine taste wheel. I put it up on the website. Pretty cool, actually.
I mean, why would it be green? Do people really pee green and brown? I mean, some of this stuff looks like blood.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be blood. The red ones. Yeah. Yeah. So they were, and there's one that's like almost black. So
there's poopy in there too.
Oh, what has that man been doing anyway? So they also used it as a tooth whitener because of the urea in it actually is a bleaching agent. So it actually potentially could work. But there's a Calatus poem that ends with the line that, this is a rough translation, but it says, "The fact that your teeth are so polished just shows you're the more full of piss."
Oh, that's crazy. I wonder if it does work. Yeah. I've been buying these Crest White strips, and those things are getting expensive, man. I'm just saying.
Did you see the one with the big glowing blue?
Yeah.
Man, you ought to get that.
I mean, if I could just swig a couple swigs of pee-pee.
We need to do a full. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get. I know I have a dentist who said he'll be on the show. I want to get him on here. We'll do tooth whitening stuff. I want to do a whole bunch of dentist stuff.
Okay.
But that would be a good one. I'll see if he can be on, and we'll do tooth whitening. Urine was used for all sorts of things, even as a way to identify pure evil. I put here, evildoers pee where.
Pee where. You're so clever.
So in the 16th century, the witch hunters, they proclaimed that if they would make the witches, I'm using air quotes here, pee in a bottle so they would put certain metal objects like pins and nails and stuff in there and put a cork on it, and if the cork popped off on its own, they were a witch.
That's crazy.
I guess witches have fizzy urine. I don't know.
That's nuts. I mean, but wouldn't the metal object kind of, dissolve a little bit and make the pressure to? Because I'm thinking about putting a penny in a Coke can or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that the acidic nature of the urine eventually would, but I don't know. They probably just basically did it as something where we barely put it on there and it just popped itself off. One of those, if they're the same weight as a chicken, they're rich. Going back to ancient Rome, there's a guy named Pliny the Elder. We probably could do a whole episode on him. Pretty hilarious dude. He just basically, he was one of those kind of guys. He was like, I'm going to predict everything for everything, and eventually, something will be right. One of those kind of guys.
Yeah.
But he recommended fresh pee-pee for sores, burns, hemorrhoids, chaps, and scorpion stings. And he said you should always spit in your urine after you're done so nobody can curse you. This guy, Pliny, smart guy. All right. Just in case. I mean, why would you not?
Spit in your urine?
I always spit in the toilet, just in case. I don't want anybody cursing me. So in the 16th century, Thomas Vicary, surgeon to Henry VIII, he advocated that all battle wounds should be washed in fresh urine.
I think that's actually legit, right?
We're gonna talk about that more later. That's why. Yep.
All right.
That's interesting you bring that up. Okay, so we're going kind of more back to modern times now. So do people do this? Obviously, not just in the bedroom, but yeah, they still do it everywhere. Drinking pee, putting pee on you, the whole deal. Urine. Excuse me. Sorry, this is a serious show. There's a guy named John Armstrong in 1945. He's a British naturopath. That's like a natural doctor. He wrote a book called The Water of Life, a treatise on urine therapy.
Urine therapy.
He claimed in his book, I got a picture of it here, that it could cure all major illnesses.
Oh, wow.
and that those near death needed only to eat and drink nothing but their own urine for several weeks and have urine massaged into their skin daily.
What? I mean, the thing is, though, you can't sell it. I mean, I guess he's selling the book.
That's the whole thing, is like, it's not something that you can sell.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of people who can profit off of it unless they just write a book about it.
Yeah. And that's where his money's coming from, obviously. Something.
Right. But yeah, that is the one thing where it's like a lot of quack medicines we've seen. It's like only if you buy my snake oil will it work, right?
Yeah.
That's why this one's interesting. You make it's home brewed.
Home brewed.
So, all right. So the modern claims that I found, a lot of these now, it will work for allergies, acne, cancer, heart problems, infections, any kind of wound, stuffy nose, rash, any skin ailments, stings, seizures. It'll improve your eyesight, and it'll on and on and on. Oh yeah, I'm glad you asked.
Pee in your eye, and it
now, brace yourself for this next picture. It is extremely graphic.
Ugh, do I have to?
Do you see it?
No, not yet, but I'm worried. Should I?
Just
okay,
do it.
All right. Oh,
gross.
Dude, what is this?
It's an extremely infected eye.
Oh.
So what do you think happened to that guy's eye?
I don't know.
Other than
he was at a strip
getting
club.
pee-pee in it. Maybe. Well, you're probably not far off. Apparently, this person had gonorrhea and they were using their own urine in their eyes, and they got a gonorrhea piss infection in their eye.
So his eye was fine before. Why would he pee in his eye?
Thought he could improve his eyesight with urine.
No way.
Yes, way. I'll put this up on quackerypodcast.com. This is from a reputable medical journal. I'll cite it on the site. I can't remember where I got it, but this picture is disgusting. So just so you know, it is really gross.
What is
this
the white stuff?
That's pus, man.
Ugh.
Like, when you get like a pink eye and it's all crusty.
All right, I can't look at this anymore. That's bad, dude.
I told you, man. So anyway, as far as the eye, the urine in your eyes, I've read all this stuff from people, and they're like, it doesn't sting that bad, and I got a little crust, but it went away after a few days. I'm like, oh, you get people. What is it doing? It's not doing anything for you. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So then, here's some fun stuff. So drinking urine is still popular, apparently. I didn't know. All the things we described. But the fun part here is that they actually came up with some nice urine cocktails to try.
Oh, my God.
So if you guys want to try these on, the Talk Murder show.
I'll make the cocktail, and then I'll tell them what it is later.
Oh, boy. Ooh. All right, so here's the four best ones that I saw. It was the Pina Colada. And then there's an alternative one that's the Pina Grillada, which is a tribute to Bear Grylls, of course.
Oh,
drinking his own piss. Yeah. That one just had a different ingredient in it. There's a Pisco Sour, a Whiskey Mac.
Nice.
And Long Island Iced Pea.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Pretty awesome. And I have the recipes. I'll put them up on the website in case anyone wants to laugh at them. Don't drink, Okay, there's also beauty products that people use urine for, which all this, like you said, is very fascinating to me because there's no profit to be made off of this except for, monetizing the advice. So yeah, they think it can give them clearer skin. There's what's called pee facials at home where they collect their own urine and dab it on some cloth and they wipe it on their face and let it dry. They said it can tighten pores, treat psoriasis, eczema, acne, and morning urine is supposed to be the most potent.
Morning urine.
So that's the kind you're supposed to use. Yeah.
And there's no medical benefits that have ever been actually tested, right? I mean,
well, that's what we're going to get to here. So what are the ideas? Why the hell do people think any of this would work, right? Well, what I'm going to assume is that it's because of the urea, right? The largest non-water component.
Yeah.
So actually, at the pharmacy, we have a ton of products that have urea in them. They'll use it for dry skin, eczema, psoriasis, sometimes ingrown nails. It's a keratolytic, which would mean it's going to soften the skin, soften the keratin it's going to help slough off fat cell or skin cells and make the skin, softer and more hydrated. But it's in different quantities than what's in urine. So the effectiveness of it as just straight urine probably is not great. But it's interesting, the urea part is interesting because we do have urea in the pharmacy that we dispense fairly often.
See, I thought urea was just urine. Like, I didn't know that was its own substance, urea.
Yeah, it's just
That's crazy.
All right, so necessary? Is it necessary to drink my own urine? No, but it's sterile, and I like the taste.
Yes.
So that's what everyone says. Oh, it's sterile, right? Well, so they analyzed a bunch of it. So if you get mid-flow, which would be
mid-flow,
you got to pee a little bit, get it going, and then don't they tell you to do that when you get a urine sample too? Like piss a little bit in the bowl and then fill up. I can't remember. It's been a while since I had one done.
I've never been told that, and I've taken a lot before.
Oh, there you go. Well, then you'd be the expert.
Shit, what was I about to say? I got a question. I wonder if any other guys do this. Do you ever start peeing in the toilet and then flush the toilet before you're done to see if you can...
And try to finish?
Yeah, try to finish.
Oh, of course. Of course. or sometimes I'll give myself, like I'm getting, I have a really long piss. I'm like, this is taking forever. All right, I'm going to give myself a countdown. All right,
yeah.
10, 9. Shit, I'm going to start over. Too. That's not going to make it.
So I developed my own system recently, actually. Ooh. So once I hit, mid-flow, where it's coming out at a steady rate, I count to 3, like 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, and then I flush. And usually it's pretty accurate. Like as soon as it goes down the bowl, like I'm done.
I love it.
It's pretty accurate. I don't know.
I love it. Oh my gosh, man. That's awesome. The things guys do, man. Girls will never know. They being able to watch your pee go flowing.
I bet girls do that too. They just got to reach behind them and hit the thing.
Maybe, yeah. It's like a courtesy flush, but then you try to beat it.
Yeah. I
never courtesy flushed before I got married, and then my wife would always yell at me.
We fill it up. Wait.
With shit?
No. I meant with pee.
So you guys do the yellow, let it mellow. You just said you try to time the flushes down.
I do, but a lot of times we just let it sit there. I flush all the time.
In Jen's bathroom, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you get the ring around the toilet.
I know. That's gross.
I mean, water's so cheap for now.
I mean, it uses so much water. It's like a gallon of water is flushed.
Just get a urinal.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a house with a urinal.
Too.
Maybe I'll put one in my new garage.
Well, I've been peeing in the shower, without taking a shower. I just pee in there. And then it starts smelling pretty bad.
I'm sure it smells good.
Nicole always goes in there and sprays Clorox all over the shower floor because it gets really bad.
Hey, he's saving the environment,
And that's why I do it, because I don't like flush.
One shower piss at a time.
Sometimes the loofah's on the ground, too.
Oh, not yours, I assume.
No, not mine.
Urea, it's going to be good for her. That's why if Nicole's skin is nice and soft, you just tell her, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So they said there is still probably some bacteria even in mid-flow urine. The reason I say mid-flow is because if you, there can be bacteria around the edge of the urethra and all that kind of stuff. So, if you go for a little bit, it'll wash all that out. If you drink it, all these movies, like what's that one with James Franco where he cuts off his arm or whatever and he has to drink his own urine? 27 hours or 48 hours.
Oh, that was a real story, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I never saw it, so.
He drank his urine, which, it's fine, but I read a lot of things where it's it may not be that beneficial because of the, how much salt and the other kind of toxins that you're trying to get rid of. So if you think about what urine is, it's waste.
Yeah.
So even though it's not that necessarily that dangerous, your body's just going to have to filter all that out. And also, it'd be like trying to drink the ocean when you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's not that salty, but it's got salt in it. So, but the fact that it's fairly sterile does mean, like you said, John, using it as battlefield medicine was pretty legit.
Oh, sweet.
You can do that. Now they really don't do that because they have so many awesome products that they can take into the field. They don't need to do that, but you still could if you had to.
Nice.
It wouldn't be the first choice, because, hey, you never know if Johnny over there in the other trench, if he's got the clap or something, we saw that guy's eye. Disgusting.
Dude, everyone in the Army has a clap. Wait, what?
They got penicillin now, though. They're not withholding it.
Yeah.
And I saw where a bunch of celebrities use urine. They're like, Madonna's like, oh, yeah, I use it on my feet all the time. If they're starting, I think they're starting to get like an athlete's foot or something.
I do that, too. I 100%, I'm being completely serious. I do pee on my feet. Nicole can tell you. I pee on my feet.
In the shower?
Yeah, because of the athlete's foot. I don't think it works.
Does it work?
No, but I'm already peeing in the shower
in
anyway.
In the shower, you're getting water.
Yeah.
No, but what they're talking about is like putting urine on your feet and like letting it dry.
No, I don't do that. That's weird. I just when I'm already in the shower peeing, I might as well just aim it at my toes. That's what I mean. And I don't even.
You wouldn't do you got a strong enough flow where you could give yourself your own pee facial?
No, I don't. I know that sounds non-manly, but my flow is just average. I always when I go
back when I was a kid, you could probably pee over the top of my head.
Yeah, me too. But I always every time you go into a restroom and there's another dude and his flow is super strong and you're all jealous, and you're so self-conscious because you're just like beep, 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 and he's like.
You're like a commercial for Flomax over here. So you're not worried about the size of the man next to you. You're worried about his flow. I had a roommate, one of my many roommates I had because I was in undergrad and then pharmacy school. He used to be like to compete at who could pee the longest. I was like, man, I'm trying to get out of here as fast as possible.
The longest.
I don't care if I'm about to bore a hole through the back of this urinal. I want out.
Yeah.
I'm bored. But now you got your phone in there, you try not to drop into the toilet.
Yeah.
I think they made women, this is a secret. They make urinals the way that they are because then you can sit your beer on top of it. It's flat.
Ah.
And then, good to go. And the really nice bars, though, they put like that wooden shelf for your beers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, if I bring a beer into the bathroom, I'm not going to drink it anymore. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just weird. Do you do that?
We've been going to different bars, my friend.
What the fuck?
Yeah, of course.
Dude.
I'm not going to waste a drink,
yeah, but
man.
I mean, the fecal matter and stuff floating around that bathroom. Oh, my God. Okay.
Probably just the same as the fecal matter floating around my bathroom.
Yeah, that's
getting
true.
on your toothbrush.
Yeah.
That's why I always keep your toothbrush in your drawer, in a drawer or in a closed something. Get poo-poo on there.
Ugh.
All right, so let's wrap this thing up. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, don't feel the need to drink your pee-pee. Just because it's may or may not be sterile doesn't mean it won't make you nauseous and it's not disgusting. It doesn't work for jellyfish stings. And if you get stuck under a boulder and get thirsty, you could drink your pee if you want to, but it may not work. It's not going to work like water does, so don't expect it to. And just consider that you're re-ingesting waste products that your body's trying to get rid of. So you're only going to make it more concentrated again. But as far as the beauty products and stuff, you can just go and get urea products from the pharmacy. You don't have to use pee. Unless you're R. Kelly. Drip, drip, drip.
Oh,
drip,
I can't
drip,
believe
drip,
you did
beat
that.
On you, piss on you, piss on you. What, you remember that Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle skit? And then,
Yeah.
You got any questions about pee-pee?
I do have a question. Does drinking urine cure COVID?
Oh, you know what? Thank God you brought that up. I almost forgot. Of course, there are people who say that it does. Yeah.
No, really?
I did.
Really?
I did find that. I completely forgot. I meant to put that in. Yeah. Of course, there are people who say that it works for COVID.
Does it?
It does not.
I'm just kidding.
You don't know until you try, John. Maybe some magical combination of urea and whatever's left of that Red Bull you drank earlier, kombucha and ammonia. Maybe that's the magic formula.
And
You just don't know until you try.
the hydroxyquin or whatever.
Hydroxychloroquine. All right. Well, with that, I guess I'm all pissed out. I didn't got nothing. I thought I'd have something good there. You'd think, the hell with it. That's going to be the show.
I got one.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning into our stream. I don't know. That was stupid.
Oh, yes. There you go. Nailed it. And you can just trim that just so it just sounds like a perfectly nailed joke. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning into our stream, like John said. And if this episode really quacked y'all up and you want to support the crew, head on over to quackerypodcast.com/join. Become an official Quackhead. If you have an idea for a topic like Megan and you want us to cover it, let us know. It could be anything. It could be gross. It could be serious. We'll do our best. Make sure and hit the subscribe button. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out all the pictures from the show on quackerypodcast.com or quackpod.com. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That makes a huge difference, y'all. Tell your friends, and as always, keep calm and quackity quack on. Piss on me. Piss on me. Drip, drip, drip. If you type in Google "is COVID," if you just type "is COVID," one of the predictive tests on things on Google is COVID over? I mean, it's a legitimate question.